Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Iconic Messengers. I am your host, Pat Hilton, and today I am live at the Dallas Love Field Airport. So the cool thing about this and the cool thing about content is that we can make it anywhere. And if you've got a great team, a marketing and media team for your social media, then you can just drop files from anywhere in the world and make sure that those files are posted on your pages. And today, it's important to remember that the conditions will never be perfect. I bought a DJI Action 4 camera, a mini little camera with a DJI microphone that I can carry with me anytime I travel so that I can continue to make these episodes for you and show you a day in the life as I travel, as I hit stages, and as I bounce around all over the country doing what I do, which is help people market themselves on stage and on social media. I think it's really, really important for you to get clear on your communication style, get clear on your message, and get clear on your mindset and your mission so that you can dominate. One of the things we focus on at iconicmessengers.com in our community is mindset, and the other two things are mission and message. Mindset, mission, message. Wake up every single morning and think about, how am I going to get my mindset right for the day? What's my mission? And how do those two things go into my messaging that I'm going to put out into the planet? Because let's face the facts. Nobody is going to remember how much money you made. Nobody is going to remember how popular you were. They're going to remember how you made them feel. I've met a lot of really successful people, and I've shared the stage with a lot of really successful people, and I've worked on their marketing. And the most successful people that I know always make me feel really, really good about what I bring to the table. And they make me feel really, really good about my effort and my skill set. And I always walk away feeling better about myself than when I showed up in the situation. And so I encourage you to think about how your message is impacting the people around you. And that stems from starting off with a great mindset and getting your mission clear for the day, for the week, for the month, for the year. Because every second counts. And what I've realized in being a media producer and social media manager and a marketing guru for brands and top influencers is the margin for error is like zero now. Like, we can't make mistakes. And the more you hold yourself accountable, the more you're going to get around people that are going to hold you accountable at a higher level. They're going to hold you to a higher standard. They're going to expect that when they're paying you X, Y, and Z and putting in the time that they're putting in, that you are going to deliver at the highest level possible. And as I'm walking through the airport here, an airport is a prime example of the different types of people from different walks of life, different backgrounds, and you can tell how people are treating themselves by the way that they look and act. I was just walking around here in this terminal, and there's people not paying attention. There's people getting boxes of donuts and eating 3 Chick-fil-A sandwiches this morning. Now, I am not Captain Six-Pack. I'm not Captain America, but I sure as hell know that if I eat a box of donuts this morning, I'm not going to perform very well this afternoon in Chicago. And so while the conditions will never be perfect, you can always enhance your performance by controlling certain variables. And so I want you to think about that today. What can you control, and how can you show up prepared to control those things every single day? I knew I was going to be traveling a lot in the month of September, and I was going to be around a lot of really awesome people. And so I needed specific gear and specific camera and microphone setups tailored to me making videos just like this. If I wanted to keep the momentum going, if I wanted to keep the pressure on, if I wanted my episodes to continue to go. And so think about what you need to do to be prepared for the day, because if you show up unprepared, you're going to be eating a box of donuts and 10 chicken sandwiches from Chick-fil-A, and you're going to not feel very well. And sometimes the best thing to do is to just say no. You're in a situation where you know that you're not going to get a specific result from the action that you're about to take. Just stop yourself and be like, listen, no. I don't drink alcohol anymore. I haven't drank alcohol in almost 6 years. And I can tell you that over that time, my life has changed dramatically, because once I started to get around the Cardones and the Vaynerchuks and these kinds of people, I started to notice, like, what's the one thing holding me back the most? And it was drinking and performing at bars. And the drinking was just a byproduct of being in that environment. Once I got out of that environment and focused on doing social media for people instead of performing in the corner, well, now I was way more in control of my environment. And so I want you to think about that. While the conditions will never be perfect, and that's an Andy Frisella line that I'm going to continue to use, I will obviously credit him for that. It's so true. Every day that you wake up, you think it's going to be super perfect, or you think it's going to be walk in the park, and it's never going to be. It's always going to be a challenge. It's always going to be difficult. There's always going to be obstacles. And I think that if it is too smooth, you're probably doing something wrong. If everything's so easy, then you're probably not doing something right. Because I don't know, the best performers in history of the world, the Muhammad Ali's, the Michael Jordans, right? It wasn't easy for them. They just made it look easy because they practiced so hard. They went so hard every day that it was undeniable that they were the best. They were the greatest. And so that's what we're going for here. Regardless of what the conditions are, regardless of if I've got the perfect studio set up today, we're getting it done. And so go out there and get it done for yourself today. Hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself to that highlight reel standard with every single play that you make, and make it count. Let's go. Be iconic.